Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, and we are recording.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, before we start, I just want to say, Anthony, thank you for all you do. For all of us in this company, you do so much. You and Andrea Ross are both just are always out there cross line, and it's amazing. And other people are stepping forward, going, "I want to help out too." So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Um, so welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be recorded. It will be replayed on my YouTube channel, also RX Nation MOA Challenge. But I hope this night, my prayer tonight is it brings some clarity to you, okay? Because I want to speak tonight on the art of network marketing from my perspective, okay? From my perspective. And, there's so many of you that's had success in this industry that is on this call, listening in live, or maybe you're watching the recording. But, I was just a high school football coach before I started in this industry. But one of the things that the coaching profession taught me was one of the things the coaching profession taught me was you're never too good to learn. And sometimes you can learn from people that have never even done this, right? If that look, I thought that was my dog barking in the background. So here we go. The art of network marketing, there's two goals tonight, okay? I always like to do a call. I always like to do a training and have a goal in mind. And there's two things right now that's kind of in my crawl. Just really, it's just bearing down on me, okay? How many of you have those thoughts come into your way that's just, it's really almost bothering me a little bit. Number one, and I'm going to address this, is ads, lead generations. I've got an easier way for you. I want to tell you before Andrea shows you these slides, there's two things. One is ads, and one is I've got an easier way for you to build a network marketing business. We're going to take you to the promised land if you'll just do this. If Arlene could unmute, Arlene would tell you, she's been around the industry for a while, that's a tough challenge, and it can be very expensive. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that tonight. But I'm also going to talk to you about how to get a new person started, how to create duplication, because so many people lately has told me, Brent, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know I don't know how to get the new person started. Well, I'm going to tell you tonight. Now, this is straight talk. Everybody, raise your hand if you're okay with that. First of all, wave at me, because you might be mad at me by the end of it. Listen, network marketing is full of things that can create excuses for you and me. I don't know what to say. Say something. I don't know what to do. Do something. You go, that sounds too simple. The art of network marketing at its core is simple. I didn't say it was easy, but I said it's simple. So we're going to address two things tonight: the art of network marketing and how to do it, how to get the new person started, but also things that could allow you to fall off into a crack, into a crevice, okay? First one I want to talk about, I'm not going to spend much time on this, Miss Arlene, but I tell you, I got to talk about it because I see all these ads on Facebook. I see all these people talking about taking, you know what, if she's your sister, I'm sorry, but burnt through your warm market. Burnt through, first of all, let me tell you, that warm market thing is a lie. If you know how to talk to people, you'll never burn through your warm market. Okay? Next slide. I'm going to show you a few of them, okay? Because you're going to see these. I actually reached out to a couple of my people, or chasing your friends and family. Like kind of like it's a bad thing to involve your friends and family. Dave Vance's whole family and Bells are involved in this industry. I don't think that's a bad thing. Chasing your friends and family. Thank you. Thank you. I think there was one more maybe. How many? Oh, so all of this is leading up to click on my site so you can spend some money with me and I'll take you to the promised land. How many of you seen those ads before? How many of you has been contacted? Okay. I've done it. I've spent money on it. Okay. I'm not saying there's not things out there that could create generational leads, but let me tell you, the art of network marketing is so powerful if you'll take time to learn it. So powerful. I had a couple of, let me tell you a few of them as you're here tonight, because I want to tell you what inspired me tonight with this was Anthony Moreland, Todd Rowland, Chris Doyle, Mark Lewis, Richard Tuggle did a call yesterday. How many of you was on that call? I watched the recording. I challenge you to go back to the Saturday call on RX Nation. Anthony, if you could, maybe push that to the top of RX Nation and watch that, because it's simple. And here's what Todd Rowland knows as they came on yesterday. We got to keep what we do here simple. If what we do is not duplicatable to the masses, then we will never create a model to where we could walk away and it continues to develop. Okay? At the end of the day, Brent Palmer wants to, I love this industry. I found an industry I can retire in and not out of. But I also want something to where I can stand in the back and I can see people moving forward with or without me. Because that to me is the true art of empowering other people. And at the root of the industry, it's how do you empower someone else to go do it? That's the mastery. And so it's not I had somebody, I sent them a text because a couple of years ago, we had these fobs going around. You could hook up to your key. And when you pass by, it was just supposed to throw it out there and they were just going to sign up, wasn't they, Anthony Moreland? Man, they were just going to sign. It's that easy. A lot of people spent a lot of money, but wasn't a lot of results. That's been done for years and years and years in our industry. It is a great business for making money from people that really want to grow a network. And I challenge you that if you do something like that, research it, talk to your mentor, seek guidance before you go spend $1,000, $1,200, $2,000 for stuff that it does not work in a lot of cases. And somebody might really get upset with me for doing this tonight, but I don't care, because what I care about is people. Okay? What I care about is people going to the top of this industry with us and finding out what really makes the art of this business work. And at the root of it, these people talking about chasing your friends and family, no. We're not chasing anybody. We're sharing what we have passion about. We're sharing what could bless other people. It's up to them and it's their choice whether they want to do this with us. So I just wanted to share that with you. But I'm going to address something, and I'm looking at my notes. If you look, I've got a lot, and I want to move through it. Because we've got a company right now that's exploding. How many of you would agree with that? Sherry, I'm zoned in. You're like in the middle of my screen tonight. That might be a bad thing for you. But Sherry, we got a company that is absolutely exploding. We got a company that will press up on over $500 million by the end of this year. We got a company growing in other countries. You know, South Africa had their biggest week last week. people are rank advancing. The United States continues to grow. We're now doing over $1 million a month. Do you realize just a few months back, we were doing just a few $100,000 a month? The United States, so as we bring new companies together and as we develop organic growth, it's just going to get bigger, bigger, and bigger. So now's the time. This is going to be a great opportunity in 3 years, but now's the time to put into the work to build this business. And so I want to show you that tonight because Andrea is going to kind of narrate this with me. She's going to kind of move through. And I told her, I said, Andrea, if you need to jump in, you know my notes as well as I do. You've listened to me talk, like jump in, interrupt, please, please, please. But I've also want you to understand that I'm going to tell you tonight. So if you're a part of other teams inside of RX, I love that. Hopefully you'll pick up nuggets from this and apply it to what you do. But tonight I'm going to share with you what I do, okay? I'm going to share with you what I do when I get a new person started and how simple I try to make it. And then you can apply it to the different areas of your business and your teams, okay? You good with that? So don't think that I'm trying to make you do it a different way. This is entrepreneurship at its finest. You're your own boss. You can do it any way you want to do it. I'll tell you what's worked for me over the last almost decade, okay? So I'm going to move it around. Andrea, you want to add?
No, I'm excited to see this tonight. I've read your notes. It's going to be phenomenal.
So I've got to be interactive, and I'm a coach, so I love the whiteboard. So I'm going to put this up here, but I want to congratulate some people too. Craig Tomanini has just been on fire, him and his team out in Colorado. Big shout out to Craig Tomanini. You know, also big shout out, Tammy Motley, I got to say this, she stepped out a couple of months ago or several months ago, and they started a new business in South Africa, and it is really growing. And here's the beauty of that. You go, well, that's not my business. No, but it's leverage for all of us. If you use the people that are on fire within the company to talk to your people, if you use them to learn from, it's leverage for you to grow your business. Or play who do you know in their markets. That's powerful, okay? But I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So the first thing tonight, Andrea, let me know if you can see this okay.
I can see most of it all the way to 640.
Perfect. I'm going to back it up. Is there a glare?
There's a little bit of a glare.
Okay.
If you move it like a smidge, there you go. Perfect.
Perfect. All right. All right. All right. I told you tonight's going to be interactive. Okay. So I'm going back to the minute ago where it says you've run through your warm market. Okay. None of us have run through our warm market. Okay. If you can talk, if you can build relationships, if you can meet new people and create those relationships over time, you'll always have a warm market in our industry. Okay. I've recruited a lot of people to this industry, and I'm not through my warm market. So, and the average person in this industry, like we're above average on this call, right? Right? We're excellent. Like we're going to the top, but the average person, might not enroll 3 people in their whole career. Okay. So most people don't run through their warm markets. Okay. It's an excuse in our industry to say, I can't do it. All right. So I want to show you this. I want to show you the power. Warm market right here. Stay focused with me on this one. Warm market. Okay. Most people, here's what your warm market really is. It's your influence. It's your network. It's your people you have relationships with. Okay. Warm market are the people you start this business with. It was my mom. It was my dad. It was my brother and sister giving me encouragement, right? It was my son endorsing this. It was That was my warm market. Like my warm market are my close people that I can learn to do this business with and get better at. Does everybody follow me right there? That's my warm market. Now, a lot of people would call that your hot market. It's not your hot market in network marketing. It's your warm market. So here's the thing. I want to show you the power of this. Let's say this month of September, we've got a few days left. You bring one person into your warm market, okay? And let's say in October, doing what I'm about to show you to do, you bring 2 people in, like 2 people. And let's say in November, you bring 2 more people in your warm market with a company that's exploding, with a company nobody knows our name, there's no excuse right now for going, I need to be sharing. All of it adds up. December, you recruit 1 person, one of your warm markets. That's right. That's somebody close to you. January, you come out of the gate because people's got New Year's resolutions and they're on fire. You recruit 4 people. So over the last 5 months, you've recruited a total of 10 people. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay? But that's not going to create walk-away residual income. Okay? Walk-away, big business, big teams, all that. Okay? Your warm market is going to make you better. Your warm market is going to lead you somewhere. Okay? But let me show you the power of hot market. I'm going to talk to you more. Understand warm versus hot. Does everybody understand warm? Andrea, does that make sense? Andrea?
Absolutely. We got you.
So here's the thing. Now hot market. Hot market is taking them to gold status. Okay? Now don't be the devil's advocate tonight. Don't be the person that goes, well, I don't know. All of them won't do it. Be the person that says, okay, I'm going to follow you here, coach. What if I take that person in September that got 1 and I get them to gold, and guess what? Now I've got 4 new. Now we're just going to play this scenario out one level, like just my personal going to gold. In the month of October, the 2 I recruited, I take to gold. Now I have 8 new. The month of November, I recruit 2, but I take them to gold. I get them 4. I've got 8. The month of December, I recruit 1. I get them to gold. I've got 4. The month of January, I recruit 4. I'm on fire, and I get them to gold. I got 16. So gold status, how big is it? Here's the difference. Personal recruiting in my warm market led me to 10 new people. I needed that. But here's the beauty. Getting them to gold in their warm market, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, that's really your hot market. Why is it hot? Because it led you to 40. It led you to 40. So here's the thing. Hot market is not yours. Hot market is your people's warm market. Why is that, Brent? Why is that, Andrea? Because hot market, the magic behind hot market is I'm not working the market by myself. I'm working the market with the person I brought in. Me and them are going after their people, their warm market, creating third-party synergy. It's creating energy. Now me and Billy Grady is working together to go after his warm market, and there's power in third-party help. If you're doing this by yourself, good luck. Good luck. Todd Archer. I just got off the phone with him last week. If this week he goes at it by himself, good luck, Todd. But you know what? Adults are stubborn. Adults are stubborn people. They're going to do it their way or the highway. I'm telling you right now, you've got an industry that is powerful and wants to help people, a company that's exploding. And if you will tap into hot market and start using that third party synergy, you're going to blow this business up over the next 5 months. You're going to blow it up. Now you got to put somebody new in the business. Okay. So if you're sitting here tonight and you go, I don't have anybody to work with. Well, you're going to have to recruit one of your warm market. Well, I don't want to. Then you need to go out and get one of those false advertisements on the internet and spend $2,000 and see that it leads you nowhere. And then you'll come back and go, all right, let's roll. Come on now, laugh a little bit with me, okay? If there's any of you that's ever had like major success with like buying from someone that just led you to millions of people, please text me afterwards so we can talk, because I hadn't found one yet. So here's the thing though. This is what works. This is the art of network marketing. This is the art of being able to walk away, create time freedom so that you can go hiking and spending time with your kids and your business is still moving and it does not die when you leave it. Now, I'm going to lead you to somebody, and her name's Andrea Rosser. And I want to use her tonight because, and does anybody, Andrea, any questions on this before I turn it?
No, perfect. Thank you.
So I'm going to back it up because I didn't say this. Let me say this, Andrea. What happens when we help 40 duplicate gold status, get forward? We grow it to 160. What happens when we help 160 gold status? We grow it to 640. What happens when we help 640? We grow it to 2560. And you go, Brent, not all of them are going to go gold. Exactly. Some people are just going to want to drink and use our products. And that's okay. We love them. But we got to get them in to see. I have some customers that have been with me and reps that have been with me for almost a decade. And the products have blessed them. They've never built a business. I could not get them to gold status. It's okay. But you know what? When you bring somebody in that don't want to go gold, what do you got to do? Go get another one. Just go get another one. It's not the end of the world. It's not your fault. It's not that. It's just that the time is not right for them to want to run. They might just want to use right now. Keep them plugged in. Keep them excited. Keep them tuned in. And when the time's right, they'll run. Okay? But a lot of times we want to run them because it benefits us. That's why you've got to, you got to do it. You got to know your people. So right now, almost a decade ago, Andrea Rosser joined this business. And a lot of people look at Andrea and go, I bet she has just a few people on her team. Andrea has a huge business in this company, huge. And so Andrea come back from the event, and because of this industry, because of what she's built over the years, she was able to take her whole family and they went out all week. When most people would have to go back and 10, 20, 15 years ago, she had corporate America. Like she had to go back to work. So Andrea Rosser, as you were out this weekend, maybe talk about that before I go to the next.
Okay, well, I'm going to share with you guys, if you don't mind, I'm going to share a little picture of what I was doing this last week. So I had the privilege, the gift, the joy of leaving Texas, flying into California, and turning around, jumping in the car and meeting my family up in Utah, getting to see some national parks and things like that that I had never been to before. And Coach is right, that that's a gift that I got from here, because before I've always worked in corporate America, and you might take a couple days off to go to an event, like when I got started. but you sure as heck turned right around and went right back to work the following Monday. You weren't taking time off after.
So, but how did it feel? I mean, did you feel like you were tied to a phone? Did you feel, let's be honest, you didn't have service because
I had a little service. I did a couple calls. But I'll tell you, it was very freeing. It was a phenomenal week I had. And guess what, though? Here's the best part. Well, one of the best parts. The paycheck still hit my account each Friday, even though I wasn't here and I wasn't necessarily tied to my phone. And that's freedom that I've never seen in any other industry. So it was definitely phenomenal. So,
and I share that with you because she put in the time early on in the business that today still pays her. And so that's tonight. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the people that's watching the recording. Like you got the opportunity here to get this, and a company that's exploding and a company that's going to go make it happen. Like, this is the time to put in the work. But you got to do what others have done before you. And if you don't know what to do, then just ask. And if you don't know what to do, after what I say, I hope and pray that it adds clarity to what you're doing here.
Right.
Because I remember meeting Andrea. I remember meeting her. I remember, corporate America talk, scared, praying for grocery money. I remember all that. Today she's able to go and do. And I know they were with a couple of other families there, and it was just a great time. And so to me, it is one of the beauties of this industry is that time freedom thing. It's that freedom to walk away, not have to go to a job, not have to report back, but still have a major global business growing. So how do I do that? I tap into other people's warm market, which creates what, Billy? For me, that's my hot market, right? It's my hot market. What's my hot market? My people's warm market. Everybody with me there? So right now, we got to be tapping into our hot market because the company's on fire. Like, now's the time to go. And if you go, well, I don't have any people, then you got to go recruit somebody in your warm market. Recruit 2, recruit 3, recruit. How many do I recruit, Brent? As many as you can. As many as you can. So now, going back to, I want to show you, because a lot of people go, well, how do I get them started? So if you went right now to the rxexperience.com, if you write that down, the rxexperience.com, we've got this application of how to enroll someone, okay? But I'm actually going to show 2 tonight. I'm going to show the one we have. I'm going to show the one Todd, Roland, and their team has. You might be on here. You might have a different one. But as you look at this enrollment form, which is on the rxexperience.com, you can have it. You can print them off. Hold on. Maybe show it again, Andrea. Thank you. And as you look at that, we have these experience packs. And they're really simple. The experience pack 1 to me is a really good one. It gives you the immune system builder with MOA and 5X. It gives you Giving Greens, which vegetables are really good for your immune system. It gives you the drops where you got that liquid discipline, as I call it. Experience pack 2 is just a different combo. It's more of it's got some energy in it with the Rejuvenex. Experience pack 3 is more tied to the weight loss with the Pure Nourish and the Burn in it. And then we've got an ultimate pack, which, by the way, Chris Fitzgerald, and congratulations to you, Nalani. You this weekend enrolled 2 ultimate packs. Amazing. Great job. Congratulations. But here's what the ultimate pack does. It just gives that person the ability to get started now, right? And be at that ultimate level. So here's the thing. They're all 250 point packs except for the ultimate pack. It's 1,500 PV, which automatically creates ultimate status. So I want to show Todd Rowlands too, Andrea, if you could. Todd has what's called a transform pack. Kind of the same thing, 250. He's got 3 packs that are 250, transformation pack A, C, and D. And then he's got his ultimate transformation pack at 1500. So we really kept it similar and simple together. Okay. So Andrea, thank you for that. So here's the thing. It's got the same products in it pretty much in his packs. So you can find that on moachallenge.com, I believe. Say it again, Anthony.
ResearchMoa.com.
ResearchMoa.com. I apologize. Somebody can put it in the chat. ResearchMoa.com. Now, here's the thing. You might be on a team that does it a little bit different. Again, it's okay. But the point is, when you look at what I do, I want to keep it simple. I want to do this. Let me cut this off. Stay with me tonight, because tonight, hopefully, everybody will feel good about enrolling somebody. Because here's what I want to do. I want to enroll someone on a 250 PV pack or the 1500 PV pack. Now, once they choose, right? Can you see that okay, Andrea? Once they choose that, then I also want to set up 100 PV or $150 order on auto delivery, okay? So that's the 2 things I'm doing. I'm setting up a pack for them, either a 250 point pack that qualifies them for everything. That's why it's set up. 2X membership allows them to earn 2 times more. All the stuff is in that pack for the business too that we don't have to talk about. Again, what can we duplicate to the masses? It's not what works for me. It's what we can do to the mass. I have people all the time go, can I customize my pack with this? Can I do this? You can do anything you want to. You're your own boss. But I would have to tell you tonight to ask yourself, if I had 1,000 people on my team, what do I want to do to create duplication? What do I want to do to keep it simple? Or do I want 1,000 people customizing and changing? And you got to decide that. I know what my decision is. So now, these are the 2 options, 1 or 2 for me, and then auto delivery. And then I let them know, listen, we want to go ultimate. We want to go ultimate. You've got 28 days. Let's run. That means you buy or sell 1,500 in product volume. And you can subtract out your pack, right? Okay, what it costs you. So that's what I'm going to do in the next 28 days. I also want I want to go gold, which is to enroll how many? Put them up if you know. What's gold? 4. 4 new reps that come in on a 250 pack, okay? Or 1,500. So here's the deal. I want to go gold. I've got 8 weeks to do it. I tell everybody I got a month. We got a month to get you to go, because I'm a coach. I just believe that you set the bar up there a little bit and you go achieve it, right? So again, this is your business. I'm just giving you what I do. So those are the things. I want to achieve these 2 things right here, ultimate and gold. Now, what happens if you just move an ultimate pack, you sign them up on an ultimate? They're automatically ultimate, okay? They're automatically there. So Chris Fitzgerald would tell you he had 2 this weekend or this past week that he got them in on ultimate. By the way, the money you make is really good, 30% of that. So if you're ultimate, you make 30%. Remember, when you're ultimate, you make 30% commissions for life. You hit that, 30% for life. If you're not ultimate right now, reach out to your upline. We'll work to get your dates reset. Guys, this company's amazing, amazing. They want you to go to the top. Andrea, anything you want to add to that?
Well, only if it'll let me unmute. No, I think that's phenomenal. And one thing I just wanted to talk about those 250 packs, and this is something that we've talked about a lot. Like, yes, we can customize. Yes, we can do a million things with those packs. No, we do. We absolutely want to focus on duplication. But here's the other thing about those packs. They were designed to hit the big three. So what are the big three in the health and wellness industry? People's immune system, right? We've got a pack for that. Energy. How often, I mean, my daughter loves to tell me, I'm a middle-aged mom. There's nothing I need more than energy, right? So many people can relate to that. And then weight loss, right? So many people are looking for that magic button, that easy button to help them with weight loss. And we can help with all of that. So that's really the power of those 3 packs, that we don't, like, we could branch out into a million different things. We're going to get more companies, we're going to get more products, we're going to get all kinds of stuff. But if we focus on those 3, we can touch on the majority of a $2.4 trillion industry.
Yeah, thank you for that, because that's point on. So I love our skincare line. I know many of people do, and it's amazing. And so, we're going to have other brands that come into our company. But every time we bring a brand in, are we going to change? Or are we going to, you see, the health and wellness industry is a $2.4 trillion industry and climbing, okay, because of where our world is. And the 3 things in the health and wellness industry that are just absolutely exploding is immune system, immunity. People want their health. We've got it in Limu 5X and MOA. If you're not drinking that right now, hey, it's amazing. Second thing, energy. I just don't have enough energy. We've got Rejuvenex, which it's just an amazing product I use every day. We also have Blue Frog, okay, to bring liquid energy and capsule energy to your needs. And then the third thing people need is weight management or weight loss. That's what makes up our industry. So whether you get a transformation pack or you get an experience pack for the person you bring in, it's going to hit the big 3 of the health and wellness industry. That's a $2.4 trillion industry. Now, once they're in, again, this is Brent Palmer and what I do. Once they're in, then we can expose them to the rest of our brands. We can expose them to loyalty shopping. We can expose them to our healthcare program. We can expose them to AOR, all that other stuff that we have that makes our company amazing. We got to get them in first. And the big 3 will allow you to do that on a more simple basis. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, I like to nod where I feel like you follow me there. Okay, so now we got this new person. What's your goal? Like, if I were to ask you honestly, have you brought anybody in September? This is not to like beat you up or to, talk bad to you, but we're in the industry that we have to bring them in our warm market and then tap into their warm market, creating that hot market. That hot market will lead me to what Andrea got to do all week last week. That time freedom, that residual income. Okay? So in September, are you going to bring anybody in by Wednesday at midnight to end September? You can if you set your mind to it. Anytime I set my mind to recruiting somebody in my warm market, I'll do it. So how many am I going to recruit in October, November? It's got to be a goal. You got to set a goal. Now, let's assume that you got one in September, okay? I recruited Andrea to my business in September, okay? Now, here's the game plan. Everybody goes, I don't know what to do. We're going to end that tonight. So, game plan. First thing I'm going to do, Andrea enrolls, is I'm going to let her know, hey, Let's get you on RX Nation. Let's get you on MOA Challenge so that I can connect her to a group of like-minded people. Okay? I'm going to get her RX Connect out downloaded. Because it's universal. Everybody has one. And that RX Connect out, I'm going to get her watching the boss videos. But the big thing, the simplicity of network marketing is, despite what all these other people that say, I got the message, here's what it is. I'm going to get her to write a list of her warm market. Now, I call it a top 10, because if I can't get her to give me a top 10 of her positive, motivated people in her life, then I can't get her to give me 1,000 or 100. So I'm going to get something, right? I'm going to try to get something. We're going to sit down together. We're going to make a list, positive, most influential, like motivated people, hustlers that she knows in her warm market, in her circle, and we're going to get those. How do I get those from her? She's my person, like I just recruited her. We're going to talk. We're going to sit down together. We're going to get on a Zoom together. Now, once I have that list, check mark, I got it. Now, for all the devil's advocates out there that like to bring up other things, if you can't get the list, there's your answer. Everybody with me there? Brent, my person won't let me. There's your answer. Don't beat them up. Don't run them away. Keep them plugged in. Keep them engaged and love them. Love them where they're at. Lead with love. Okay? Because let's be honest, why is it you're wanting them to move? To benefit you. Let's just be honest. It's okay. We're all a little bit selfish. But here's the thing. Understand you will run them away. If they will not tap into a warm market of 10 people at least, then guess what? That the time's not now. How many of you can do that once you recruit somebody? Everybody can. So here's the thing. Second thing is I call it first base. I got to get them to first base. I got to get their 10 people to first base. So I tell my person, like, Andrea, and Andrea might be texting me right now. Okay. Andrea, please unmute, and anything you want to add. So here's the thing. I tell Andrea, listen, Andrea, we're going to get them to first base by piquing their interest. Okay. Now,
I was trying to look up how to spell peak.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to pique their interest. We're going to pique their interest. And that's what I call first base. How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? By using tools. Now, I hope this is another learning experience, or at least an eye-opening experience for you. We'll show a picture. Look at that picture right there. We got a hard hat. We got a saw. We got a level. We got hammer. We got pliers. We got a measuring tape. We got a flathead screwdriver. Tools. Thank you, Andrew. Now, I want to ask you a question. Real simple here. So I got all these tools. Imagine that big toolbox. And I go out and I got a 2x4 laid out on some sawhorses, right? Everybody following me visually? And I looked at that. I looked down in my toolbox and I go, would you pull out, if you saw a saw or a hammer, would you pull out a hammer first to cut that 2x4? You could if you beat on it enough and clawed on it enough, be a little jagged. But I'll tell you what works really good if you pull out that saw and just saw through that 2x4. You see, you have a huge toolbox inside of RX. Inside of New Age RX, you have a huge toolbox. I want to show you, we just made a list of some today. Products are tools. And I put kind of the big three: MOA, Limu, Bluetooth, Rejuvenex, Drop, Pure Nourish, Power Boost. But obviously we got a house of brands. It could be, the Lucem. It could be, but products are tools. Use them. Videos are tools. Be Transformed video on researchmoa.com. It's also on the rxexperience.com. Now is the time is on the rxexperience.com. Video 1, video 2 is on the rxexperience.com. I believe it's on the RX Connect app now. We have product videos. Those are tools. Those are tools. Events are tools. A party, a coffee, a big meeting, a 2-on-1, a Zoom, a big Zoom presentation. Tools. Websites are tools. The rxexperience.com, MOA Challenge, or researchmoa.com. Those are tools. Thank you, Andrea. Does everybody understand that? That's my tool chest. So people always say, Brent, like, how do I pique their interest? I don't know. Who are you talking about? I don't know. Billy's interest and Andrea's interest are two different interests. Sherry Clark's interested. I don't know what everybody's got a different interest. Todd Archer, does that make sense? So I'm going to go, I got all these tools at my disposal with RX Connect out, with the RX Experience, with researchmoa.com, with my back office, with all the videos back there, with all the product fact sheets. Like, I have all these tools. Or it could be just like Jerry Hasse did, and he just went over and let somebody start using the drops, and they started having an experience. Okay? But first base is meant to pique their interest. Now, I'll have people go, Brent, I really wanted you to just give me that silver lining that was just the proof. Like, you just do this and everybody enrolls. Well, that's because we live in a world where somebody's tried to sell us that.
Right.
Somebody's tried to sell us that to make them money. Here's the thing. You got to use what you need to use. So if I'm tapping into Andrea's top 10 list, I'm going to talk to her about her top 10 and how we need to pique their interest at first base. Does that make sense? I'm trying to go slow where it really zeroes in. Now, second thing, 100 people, am I going to pique 100 people's interest? No. If I have a list of 100, am I going to get all 100 interested? No. Some's going to say no. Some's going to say not right now. Some people's going to come up with an excuse, whatever. What do I focus on? The people that their interest is piqued. If you feel like you're selling them, if you feel like you're chasing them, you are. You are chasing them around that hay bale. There's over 300 million people in the U.S. Why are we chasing one? Here's the thing. Just pique their interest, and the ones that are piqued will show up. They'll lighten up. They'll talk more. They'll ask you more questions. That's when they're interested. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, at that point, I'm going to get to second base. So this is I'm piquing interest here, okay, if you're taking notes. But here, this is where I'm going to show the presentation. Okay? Now, people ask me all the time, how do I show it? I do a slideshow, but here's the bottom line is me and Andrea, we pique one of her person's interests, and then we find a way to do a presentation. Zoom, 2-on-1, like FaceTime, doesn't matter. It can take me 5 minutes to do it, or it can take me 30 minutes to do it, depending on the time allotment. But me and her working together on her person creates that sweet, hot market that creates like something special for growth. So if I'm one going, I never use a third party, that's a problem. Okay, now, once I show the presentation, sure, I'm going to close. Sure, I'm going to look at Ronnie Blakely and go, Ronnie, let's do this together. Me and you and Andrea working together, this company, right place, right time, we can do something special. Here's an application, either the 250 or the ultimate. Now, the ultimate will qualify you for everything. That's how I came in. But absolutely, if you need to come in this way, you can. Here's the 3 different options. And then boom, I get their application, get them enrolled. But what if they need to go to third base? Like, think about like back in high school, like you're wanting to ask someone out on a date, but you don't, you know what I'm saying? It might take you a couple of times before you actually get the date, right? Remember, I know we want to close them like the minute we talk to them, but some people need a little bit more information. So third base is to follow up. Third base could be another presentation. It could be bringing on Dave Vance to help me, and he gives the presentation. It could be hearing from another person, right? It could be another video. It could be basically they ask what they need, and I go get my toolbox and I give them what they need. And then I follow up and I ask them to do this with me again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now's the time. Does that make sense? So third base is that opportunity to follow up, learn a little more. And then obviously the last base that we all want to get to is home. And that's where they enroll. Now, technology is sweet. And I hear people say all the time, look me in the eye right here. I hear people tell me all the time, listen, I sent them a link, I sent them this, I sent them that. Good for you. I am so happy. But if I have somebody ready to enroll, I'm going to walk them through the process, or I'm going to enroll them myself. I'm not going to let the website, I'm not going to let human error, I'm not going to let them trying to get through the process the first time cost me a person that could open up a hot market. I've worked for this. Like, I've done what I needed to do. I'm not going to turn it over to, well, I hope that they make this thing happen. Now, again, you're your own boss. But I'm telling you, technology can go so far advanced, but I'm going to steadily keep enrolling people every month. Remember, I'm like that 25 horsepower. Bzzz. I'm going to the top. So here's the thing. And technology is special. And we do have smart links and we do have things. But if a person's going to spend 200 PV or 1500 PV, I'm going to work with them that when they get through with the enrollment process, they're going to know how to do it themselves, right? Does that make sense? And then I'm just simply going to enroll them and go back to step one. Go back to here and rinse and repeat. Does that make sense? Like both hands. You follow me there? Because here's the thing. That's it in a nutshell. I've taken my time tonight. I knew it might go an hour. But my biggest thing is, like, I don't want people going, I don't know what to do. Because I think sometimes that could be an excuse. We're going to have a massive company. We're going to create massive brands. We're going to create like a lot of different incentives within our company. You want that. I want that. But at the end of the day, at the core of network marketing and what makes this industry go, and you can speak to top earners all across the world, And they will tell you the art is keeping it simple, because the power is in duplication. If you're not duplicating, then you will never create something like Andrea was able to do. And what we want to do is not just get you in, but we want to show you how to get paid. And then we want to move you along the pin ranks, and over time build this such a tight bond with you and your team and that we've created a mass army of something special. Sure, we're transforming our health. Sure, we're transforming our finances. Sure, we're making a difference in people's lives. But it's got to be simple and duplicatable. Andrea, I'm going to turn it back to you as we close. Any added thoughts you want to add tonight?
No, I loved every single thing. I love how simple it is. And I just feel like when we realize all the tools that are at our disposal, one, we know that we can pique people's interest in a variety of different ways. And two, if we don't the first time around, we can pull a different tool out next time.
Absolutely. And I'm going to end with this, Andrea. Nearly every day I talk to one of the owners, one of the executives. I talked to Jeff Yates on Friday. And I'll tell you this company is just, it blows me away where we're going and who's going to be a part of it. This is not your normal direct sales company. This is not your normal, like, I'm here. No, this is one of those special times in life. And so I'm talking to all of you on here, almost 100 of you tonight, or people that's watching the recording. Please go make a list. Please go revisit your list. And please challenge your team to do the same. Now's the time to enroll someone in your warm market and let it lead you to their warm market, which turns yours into hot market with them. And follow this and set a strategy over the next 5 months leading into January, going through January, that you create something special with this company during this special moment in time. We truly are at the right place at the right time for our future. No one's going to make it happen for you, Todd Archer, except for you. And I mean that with all sincerity, like you got to do it. But I'll tell you what, this company's special because there's people willing to team up with you to do it. And I say that to Todd, but I say it to each and every one of you. You lay your head down tonight and you know deep down inside if your list is there, if your circle, if your warm market's there. Because there's never been a better time than right now to have that conversation with them. And if you need help, just reach out to people around you. They will help you create that third-party synergy to do this in a big way. Thanks for being here. I know it's been an hour, but I'll tell you, if you stay straight and focused in on what was shared tonight, it can lead you to somewhere special. And that's my prayer. That's what I want for each and every person on here. So guys, have a great Sunday. Let's go rock this week. Andrea Rosser, thank you for your partnership. I love you. I'm grateful for you, each and every one of you on this call. God bless. Have a great week.
Coach, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great night.